Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Forecast for Saturday, the 6th of April, 2024. Okay, so let's look at the synoptic situation as it stands. Storm Kathleen is continuing to control the weather over the UK. It's literally just, you can see where it is, just to the west of Ireland. Very, very low now. It's getting stronger and stronger. And so this had been like last night, and we're in a bit of a warm sector between the two fronts. And if I run it forward to midday today, you can see that cold front is passing through. It's actually 1 o'clock local. We should have just passed through us. So we're changing from strong southerlies to strong southwesterly winds. And of course, there are a couple of troughs in line behind that. So we need to be mindful of that. Spot winds today indicating 45 knots at 2,000 feet, so it's obviously going to be very strong. And the clouds, very clearly, actually, if I run through this, you can see this cold front down here running through. So this is at 6 o'clock this morning, and it's getting nearer and nearer and near. There's sort of the warm front and the warm sector air here, and then the cold front coming through. And then behind it, you can see lots and lots of showers starting to build up. Very, very clearly see the centre of Storm Kathleen there. So on the rain, this is the actual rain at the moment. So this rain here is on that cold front. Very, very small chance of any showers ahead of it. And the forecast rain from the Met Centre, so this is at 9 o'clock this morning. Again, it's a bit like yesterday. It's indicating we're going to be pretty dry here. And you can see this rain on the front, but it is a weakening affair. And we might not actually get what I call a classic cold front passing through. Suffice to say, we'll get a few wind changes and things like that. Local area forecast, Pentworth is indicating sun, I would call it haze, probably between the upper cirrus that we've got here. But the winds are varying between south and southwest, 20 knots, gusting 34, 35. So everything's tallying really. GFS is indicating top temperature today of 16 and dew points down at 10. The local Lasham Met site is still offline at the moment. Dave's coming down later on today, and hopefully we can try and address that. So this is the Oxford TAF this morning, 17 knots, and the forecast is for gusts in excess of 30 knots a bit later on in the south-southwesterly direction, not very good. And if we look at Farnborough, it's a little bit more applicable to us. 12 knots, 24 knot gusts initially, and then later on becoming 30 knot gusts. So after 8 o'clock this morning, 18 knots from the south-southwest, was terrible direction anyway. But interestingly, after the front, after 1 o'clock, they're saying the wind's going to abate down to 17 knots from the south. So, you know, never say never. We'll have to look at that a little bit later. Top Meteo projected winds today. So this is at 10 o'clock. See this yellow sector, which is after the front actually, but it's still going down to 30, 35 knots. So it's still quite strong. So this is 11 o'clock and then running through. There you go, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So, you know, there is a chance it's going to abate, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to be anywhere near enough. And SkySight is pretty well indicating similar. We've got the no upper cloud at the moment, but the cloud's going to thicken as the day goes on. They're talking about cloud base probably around about 1,100 feet. It says 1,700, around about, what will that be? 130. But look at the winds. 20, 25 knots, 220, gusting 30, 40. So I really think that we're going to have an issue with the winds. And there are no NOTAMs to affect today. So if we have a brief overview then, I have to say that, oh, we're on that, that's horrible. No reported movements today. We'll sit out the next few hours and we'll try and make a decision before 12. This is yesterday's slide. See if I can. I've missed today's slides out for some unknown reason. Right, let me talk to this then. So we've got the cold front going through a little bit later. Strong winds at the moment causing a real issue, so we won't be flying definitely this morning. As the front goes through, there's a small chance it will abate. But that's only going to go down to about 30 knots, I think. If we did set up, it'd be runway 23, maybe 16, both of them terrible runs, and we'll make a decision a bit later. Simulators available, of course, all day, and I'm in the course if anyone wants to take any bronze exams. If Viv has decided she's plucked up enough courage to take the nav one, we can sort that out. And if anyone is any good at plumbing or damp issues, then Chris would love some support on that. He came back to a very wet hut about 10 o'clock last night. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. I'm around and we'll see what happens later. Take care. Bye-bye.